Welcome back to Bourbon Country Reacts. I'm Keith.
I'm Dustin. I'm the bourbon guy.
He is definitely the bourbon guy.
I mean, I do okay.
I'm kind of a music guy.
You're a bourbon guy too.
I like my bourbon.
It's your fault.
It's large. A bit of bourbon. So Dustin has a massive bourbon collection.
It's not that big.
It's pretty damn big. And
It just got bigger.
It just got bigger. And part of that's definitely my fault. I can be a bad influence on people from time to time.
True.
Yeah.
So, we got some bourbon.
What we got?
We got some. This is Remus. Look at this bottle. First of all, it's kind of cool.
Pretty bottle.
Yeah, it's Remus straight bourbon whiskey, 100 proof. I'm sorry. Yeah, 100 proof. And it's actually made of 5 different bourbons.
So this is some kind of blend.
It is. And so this was recently, there was an acquisition between Luxro and MGP. I think that, I just screwed it up. I'm sorry. One of the big bourbon companies just acquired my favorite bourbon company, Luxco.
Oh.
Yeah, but they let Luxco design this bourbon. So I have a feeling I'm going to like it, but we'll find out. So real quick, it's got, like I said, 5 bourbons in it. One from 2005. It's a rye, 21% rye rather. We got a 2006 that's a 36% rye. Another 2006 that's a 21% rye, and 2 2008 ryes.
So this is definitely going to be a rye blend.
Most likely. Yeah, but it's straight bourbon whiskey, so it's followed all the bourbon rules, apparently.
Okay. So one of the things that may be a theme, we've reviewed, what, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 Luxro bourbons on this channel.
Yeah.
And both Dustin and I have maintained that we have yet to run into a Luxro product we do not like.
It's true.
Including their bottom end stuff that's like 17 bucks.
For a handle.
For a handle. So what should
with
typically,
the screw top.
Yeah, what should typically be swill has been pretty good from Lux. So I have kind of high hopes. I'm always skeptical about blends.
Something of important note. This is their Repeal Series version 5. So this is apparently like a series that they do.
Yeah.
And this is number 5, the latest version.
So their master distillers just running around there.
Yeah.
Running around their rick house finding good stuff to put in a blend.
And look at that little touch.
Well, the cork is signed. Well, it's a laser signature, but it's signed.
It's still cool.
Yeah.
Right. I'm a nerd. I'm a bourbon nerd. So we're gonna get into this. What are we getting into on there?
So today we're checking out the Dixie Chicks Traveling Soldier. So you guys we've heard the Dixie Chicks before. We have not heard this song. You guys had us check out with the Earl, Goodbye Earl.
Goodbye Earl, that was a request, yep.
Which we found to be hilarious.
It was quite funny. This one is my significant other, Andrea. She recommended this one to us, and it's like our 2nd or 3rd most requested repeat artist song.
Yeah, so highly recommended.
Yeah.
Let's see what all the hype's about.
And this is a genuine reaction from me. I've not had this yet either.
Yeah, neither one of us have had this bourbon, so we'll see how this goes. The last one we did set a really high bar, so hopefully that won't color our perceptions here. All right, here we go with some Dixie Chicks.
Not the live version.
2 days past 18, he was waiting for the bus in his army. He sat down in a booth at a cafe there, gave his order to a girl with a bow in her hair. He's a little shy, so she gave him a smile, and he said, would you mind sitting down for a while and talking to me? I'm feeling a little low. She said, I'm off in an hour and I know where we can go.
They hooking up?
It sounds like it.
So they went down and they sat on the pier. He said, I bet you got a boyfriend, but I don't care. I got no one rocks. Would you bow your heads for a list of local Vietnam dead? Crying all alone under the stands was a piccolo player in the marching band, and one big red, nobody really cared. But a pretty little girl with a bow in her head. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy too young for him that's older, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never won't be alone when the letter said the soldier's coming. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy too young for him that's older, waiting for the love of the traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never won't be alone when the letter said the soldier's coming home.
That snare drum. That sounds so cool.
It's got little wires on it that add extra vibration.
So I made a comment during the Goodbye Earl song that was, I think she's hiding something. I don't think they're using their full musical talent, but I get little glimmers of some, like there's something there.
Yeah.
That was live.
Oh yeah. That was one of the first things. I mean, one, it's a great song.
Yeah.
Like really.
She wasn't a Susie.
Yeah. That
That's
hits
cool.
you. Yeah. The opposite of the Susie.
Yeah.
We talked about that in the Whiskey Lullaby.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, she wasn't a Susie. So I mean that's a feels thing, and I could actually kind of relate to that soldier, because back at that time I didn't really have anybody either. So you know it was, that struck home a little bit. But I mean not freaking Vietnam, but back in the 80s, 90s. The other thing, man, they can all play.
Right? Yes. Holy crap.
So they can all play. Now, I didn't hear anything that, I didn't hear any blistering scales runs, I didn't hear, what I consider like just amazing strings chops.
Like super technical.
Right, nothing super technical, but they could all play.
Yeah, and sing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, so you guys have had us, you sent us around the world in terms of genre influences on country.
Yeah.
And we've come back to bluegrass.
Hmm.
Oh, that song was, that was more a bluegrass song than what I would consider a country song.
Okay.
So I don't know if where the Dixie Chicks roots are they rooted in bluegrass, or do they come out of rock, or have they always been country? But that was almost a pure bluegrass tune.
So what's giving you that that blue? Is it the delivery of the vocals? Because I didn't hear like a banjo or anything.
Yeah, there was banjo in there.
Okay, I missed it.
They had the accordion in there,
Okay.
which you sometimes see in bluegrass songs.
Right.
You know, the way the fiddle was played was just straight freaking bluegrass.
Oh, I could see that for sure.
Yeah, that was very heavily bluegrass influenced tune, and I think I've mentioned on the channel before, I love me some bluegrass.
Right. Who doesn't? Just saying.
So yeah, man, tell me about this bourbon.
We're in trouble. Because...
2 good ones in a row is what we've got.
Yeah. The first thing that hit me with this bourbon when I took a sip of it was, oh my God, there is a lot of flavor. It's a really complex bourbon. There's a lot going on in this glass. Well, and it makes sense. Well, they blended it with what? 2, 4, 5 other bourbons, and they know how to blend. I'm not a big blend fan usually.
The label tells us that's a high rye. I'm not getting that pepper.
No, that's
not
true.
a bit.
That's true.
And it's extremely smooth. What was the proof on this?
100.
100 proof.
100.
If you'd have blind taste tested me, I'd have said 85, 86 proof. So it's very smooth. I can't begin to describe the flavor profile.
Well, we got to try for them.
I can't
Other
do it.
than
There's
it's
just
delicious.
There are just too many.
There are, like this is a super complex, really good bourbon. If you can find Remus Series 5 Repeal,
Do it.
yeah, it's so downside, that is a close to $80 bottle. It's like a $70 something bottle.
Would pay that all day.
It's let's try to describe it.
Good luck, man.
All right, so, God, it hits your palate, super smooth, a little bit of sweetness. I'm not really tasting caramel, but there's some kind of sweetness there.
Almost like cinnamon toast.
Okay, you're influencing me now. I can kind of see that, and it's so smooth. It rolls right off the back of your tongue. It's got a great mouthfeel. First time I've used that on here. Sorry.
Where are you going, Dustin?
Stop it. Stop it.
Sorry, I'm stuck on mouthfeel.
You stop it. God, this guy. Are you done?
I like a good mouthfeel.
All right,
I'm
so
sorry.
it ends with...
I'm like 12.
You are 12. Maybe 11. 11 and a half. So it ends with a really nice, bitter smoke. It's, again, another smoky kind of ending to me.
So, I agree with everything you said, and having thought about it, I get kind of a cinnamon toast, because there's a little bit of butter in it, I think.
Not a lot, just a tad.
And then I get everything.
Yeah.
Every flavor that you would ever use to describe a good bourbon explodes at once.
Yeah.
And then you get this just really nice, it's a non-bitter finish, which I tend to prefer a bitter finish.
Actually, if you take
It's a
another
sweet finish.
If you take another sip of it, that's where I get the rye, is at the end. You get a little bit of pepper on the very end. At least I did.
He's right. But there's no bitter in the finish, none. Which I tend to like that bitterness, but
which is interesting because it's a smoky, peppery, non-bitter finish. Who'd have thought?
Weird.
Another great song. Another freaking awesome bourbon.
Great bourbon.
If you can find it, like I said, get it. I gotta ask you the question: would this go on your playlist? It's definitely not a driving tune.
So when I cross into the Hocking Hills region of Ohio headed east,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at those mountains,
Yeah.
I start wanting to hear some bluegrass.
Yeah.
So this could wind up in my driving playlist, And if I'm in Flatland like I am now, I'd probably just kind of hit next on it.
Right.
I mean, it's a great song, but I have a little trouble listening to bluegrass when I'm not staring at those West Virginia hills.
I can see that.
So, at which point, this would fit just absolutely right in.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hey, thanks for watching. Mash that subscribe button. Give us a like.
Like it for sure. And comment. Tell us what to listen to. We all of our song selections have been from y'all. Also, tell us what to drink. We've got a few that we're gonna be recording with that you guys have suggested. So, thank you. Keep those bourbon suggestions coming. The song suggestions. Share it with your friends. You're watching this for some dumb reason. Your friends might too. We're having fun with it because we're idiots.
We just do this for fun.
Right. So, thanks everybody.
Hey, thanks. See you next time.